Guys, let me tell you why Rock is the world's most famous movie star on this planet, making more money than we'll ever see. Here were my dealings with The Rock, okay? And this is a shout out to Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, because guys, you looked foolish last night. I'm telling you that because I'm fans of yours. People don't know who the writer is. Some people don't even know this stuff is scripted. Guys, every time with The Rock, Rock was a lot like Vince. I had to write Shakespeare for The Rock, bro. I can't give The Rock shit, Conan. Bro, these guys are so high on top. Everything we write, it's got a top last week and top. You can't bring these guys down. Right. So first of all, bro, like I would write Rock's script. Maybe I would be done by Thursday. I would send it to Rock immediately. So usually by Friday, he would call me asking questions about everything. Like if there was anything I didn't understand, okay, Vince, why am I doing this? Explain this to me. Where is this going? He would ask all the questions. Now, by the time I saw him on Monday, okay, hey, he used to call me Rudy Poo all the time. Rudy Poo, come over here. Right. I go over to see him. Bro, here's what Rock would do. Bro, Vince, this is great, man. I love this. I mean, this is great. But what if we added this? And what if we did this? The way he presented it, Conan, was a gentleman and clearly not wanting to step on my toes, clearly not wanting to defend me. And Conan, when a talent approaches you that way, you're going to do what they want because they respect you. And you respect them because they put the time to look into it. And, bro, Conan, there's a big difference with somebody coming to you and saying, hey, Vince, this sucks. And then somebody coming to you and saying, Vince, this is really good, but what if we did this? There's a way to do it, bro. I mean, come on.
You know what that is a classic example of?
What?
Compliment question. You compliment the guy, then he says, hey, what if we did this though? You know, and that's effective.
That's the Sapphire's protocol.
That works.
And that's the thing, Glenn. I knew what they were doing. I mean, I've been in the situation enough, but the fact that they respected me enough to do it that way, bro, it was like, Rock, we'll do whatever you want.
Exactly, Vince. When somebody comes in to go, well, this sucks. I'm not going to do it. You're a dumbass. And you're like, all right, well, what do you want to do? Well, I'm not the writer.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Right.
That's exactly it, Conan. So that's Rock. I tell this to everybody, bro. Rock was smarter than everybody else, bro. Right. He's not in that spot by chance. Right. He was smarter than everybody else.
Right. Yeah, and that's one of the things. We were doing this watch along, and it was Rock versus Hogan, and me and Disco were just like, look at how the people turn on the Rock, and most people, when the crowd turns on you, they turn on the crowd, and Rock never turned on the crowd. Yeah. He was smart enough to understand what was going on and not be a mark.
Brilliant, man.
And
brilliant.
he had the thing. He didn't turn on the crowd, but he just did because some guys are just good at this. You know, the facial expressions. He was getting aggravated. You know, like why you got, you know, so right. Yeah. You know, so it's like, but it's good stuff. But that's guys like that are one in a million. You know.
And the other thing that we were discussing on the watch-alongs was something that you brought up, that a lot of the dirt sheet writers are purists, and you're right, because there has to be something given for the way you make an audience react. You know, like Hacksaw Jim Duggan never had any great matches in WCW, but I'll be damned if he didn't have the loudest pops every time he came out and did the ho.
But let me tell you this, because we discussed this, Vince, one time, and like people were talking about like how basically the people that read the sheets get misperceptions about how good a worker people are. Because if you're not having a quote unquote good match, and I said, but what they don't realize is they're watching all the televised matches, okay, and the televised matches are all they see. You know, I go, but they don't go on the road 200 days a year with us and have those 125 house shows that we do, where you're in front of a tough crowd. Okay. And you're going out there and you're working your ass off and doing a bunch of moves and, taking a million bumps and the crowd is not reacting.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, 3 or 4 matches in the show, the crowd's dead. Jim Duggan comes out there and the roof goes off the building.
Yep.
They're in it. They gets the crowd and everything. And the people that went to that show and paid to see the show, when they go, hey, what was the best match? At the end, they go Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But like the Sheik guys will look at that. Oh, that was a 1-star match, or that was a. It's like, no, we're here performing for the people that paid money to come see it, and if they're satisfied, then you had a good match. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't matter how many stars it got. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's always like that thing that people don't take into account.
You always want that charismatic guy because, as you know, Vince,
that can save a show sometimes.
Not everybody can be charismatic. You're always going to have, more guys that can wrestle. Than you always find that charismatic guy, the guy that connects with the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.